Community Report today visits Kwara State, North Central Nigeria, and we are beginning from Offa, the headquarters of Offa local government area. It's also an ancient town where the Bolo Kingdom is centered. Let's get to meet the people as we take a tour of the town. Welcome, my name is Chris Elems. It takes about 1 hour to get to Offa from the state capital, Ilorin. And the descendants of this town take education seriously, which probably accounts for the number of higher institutions here, some of which include Federal Polytechnic, Offa, Offa University, Summit University, and much more. For a very long time, indigents of the town have been involved in trading within and outside of the country. And as they carry out their businesses, they also settle down quickly, which is why they are well spread. Offa is headed by a traditional ruler known as the Olofa, who is ably assisted by 4 major kingmakers, followed by other sub-chiefs. The Olofa is usually highly revered by the people who come to the palace to pay homage on worship days like Sundays and Fridays. Being a Muslim, the Olofa usually goes to the central mosque located just opposite the palace for prayers, and this is usually done with lots of fanfare. When done with the prayer session, the Olofa is again seen off to the palace. For an ancient town such as Offa, history runs deep, and the Olofa takes us down that lane.
Offa is the head of Bolo Kingdom. That spans from here till the boundary Iwo Ibadan axis. And it was founded by Olalomi Olofa Gangan some 600 years ago. He was a hunter, and we come from Oyo. He was on his trip. We settled a lot of places before finally settling here. And we have one unique thing, like tomorrow you will see the way I dress. You know, from Olalomi up to now, normally our kings here were always very short. And you know, that time there's no car. So when you see people calling us, they'll say, Iyeru Okin Olofa Majo. Iyeru Okin means the feather of peacock. You see, that time, because there was no car, he will put the feather, you know, it's a beautiful, the feather of peacock. He will put it on top of his cap, so he will look different wherever he walks to. You can notice him with that tall feather, beautiful, anywhere you see. And out of the whole king in the whole southwest or north here, we're the only one that bears that name, Iyeru Okin Olofa Majo. That is That's synonymous to that feather. And if you look around my palace, you will see those peacock everywhere. That's where we got that name from.
Our dialect is very unique, and our dialect happens to be the dialect that is spoken in the old Oyo Kingdom. Lagos State speaks a bit of diluted like Yoruba language, but in Offa here, when an Offa man or Offa woman speaks, you know. Even in Lagos State, where I am from, when we speak, then okay, this guy is from the north. Not okay in Lagos means those of us from the north of Lagos State. So when I speak my Yoruba in Lagos State, my friends who are Lagosians, who are from Ijebu land, Abeokuta, they make jest of me. They say, this man is from Aroke, it's typical of a man. Because I will speak my dialect and they know the difference. If somebody says, kilo ń ṣe, that is Lagos tonation. But in Offa here, kilo ń ṣe, Maneo is Lagos. You know, why in Offa here is Manoffa. When they say Manoffa, when you put the fa there, you know that yes, this one is speaking the original Yoruba language.
Christianity and Islam are the two major religions here. Whereas in some climes, this usually breeds division. But here in Offa, they've learned to coexist.
Offa, we have two major religions, that is the Muslim and the Christian, and we live like brothers. Because in a compound, you find that the father a Muslim, the mother a Christian, and we live peacefully. We here, we don't take religion, we don't allow religion to to divide us. You understand? In the morning, the mother goes to pray, the husband go to church, everybody will come back, we will do our business. So we interact together. You find that you will see a mosque here, the next building will be a church without any problem. We stay together because we're all one. But in Offa here, the Muslims are more than the Christians. Okay. But we would never hinder anybody from doing whatever religion he or she wishes. In Offa here, both the Christians and the Muslims contribute together and build it. And when it comes to churches too, we all contribute. Because you find out that, like I told you, your father could be a Christian and the mother is a Muslim. So you will virtually donate in every part so that when the Christians come, like every Sunday, what you see here on Friday, you see the same on Sunday.
Some of the earliest churches here include St. Mark's, built in the early 1900s, King, and the Christ African Church Cathedral.